it's Allison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison. Nice to see you today. I'm hoping that I am also going to be going live on Facebook, but it's not always my friend over there, so we will see what's going on. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it's going to work over on Border Buddy. So sadly, but oh well. I'm alive over here, and I guess that's all I'm going to get today. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Everything seems to work okay, but I don't know. Anyway, sorry if you're over on Border Buddies, you're not seeing me. I'll just post it later. All right, you guys. Let's make sure I've got a chat going over here, and then well, hopefully everybody will pop on and I will be live. Okay. While I'm waiting, I'm going to just tell people that it's not working. Okay. Anybody coming? Maybe I am not live anywhere. Don't know. Let's see. I know. Oh, good. Thanks for coming. I was thinking, oh my gosh, am I not live anywhere in the world? But I'm live. Yay. Okay. I'm live on YouTube. All right. Well, sadly, I'm not live over on my live producer, but on Facebook. But that's okay. I'm on Facebook business page and I'm on YouTube. So that's what counts. Good morning. How are you today? Are you snowed in? I've seen all the snow. It's pretty bad. Good morning, Keisha. How are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. I was a little bit late getting on. You know, it's funny. It's like it's 9:30 and then it's 1 minute after 10. And I'm thinking, oh, I've got lots of time to set up, but not so much. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, I just noticed something that I've got this little bar that tells me how many people are watching. How fun. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get started. I think it's a slow day. There's not a lot of people joining us today, but that's okay. We'll still have fun. So we're going to be playing with the Ocean Friends. So let me just highlight my workspace and I'm going to go over here. Okay. And grab what we need. Okay, so we got this adorable stamp set, right? Which is part of the Friends of the Ocean Suite collection. So it comes with dies. Now these are the ones I'm going to use today, but there's also a lobster. And you can stamp and use the dies to cut the images of the lobsters and the crab. Okay, but you can also cut out the images from the designer series paper, which, let me find the sheet. It has those adorable crabs. Here we are. Those are the little ones. So let's see. Here they are. So, hi, Diane. So these dies also cut out the designer series paper. Okay, so I love that. Speaking of the designer series paper, aren't these colors fantastic? Melon Mambo and Calypso, and oh, just love all the different colors that are in this gorgeous paper. Summer Splash is the green that's in here, which is not a color that I use a lot. It's an in color, and I'm glad it's in here because it kind of makes me want to, use it more. So this is gorgeous paper. Good morning, Leanne. I'm having a class March 22nd. Mark it down. And you can join and you will get a goodie bag with half a pack of this gorgeous paper. Love it. And you're going to get a full pack of the Sunny Day Iridescent Dots. And you're going to get 5 yards of the Summer Splash ribbon. Okay, so that's your goodie bag. Plus we make 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. So I hope you'll join me. The registration links will be posted after my video is finished. All right. But today I wanted to use different colors. Hi, Dan. I am feeling better. It knocked me out. I was out Tuesday and Wednesday. I didn't do any work in my office, and started to feel better Thursday a little bit, and then Friday I seem to be good. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for sharing my video with the world, and thank you for coming. I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you live. So thanks for asking, Diane. Yeah, much better. I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday in office, which that's about once a year. Usually he just phones me. So every 3 months I have to talk to him on the phone, which is nice. I don't have to go in. As long as my labs are good, he's okay with that. And but he said, you haven't been in a while. You should come in. I said, okay. So Monday I phoned the office and I said, I am really sick with a bad cold. And I don't think he'd want me to come in. Anyway, on Tuesday, the first thing he said to me was, thank you for not coming in. He says, people come in here with a cold and they go, oh, I thought I should come anyway because, I've got a cold. And he says, this was what he said. I can give you antibiotic. They weren't looking for antibiotics. I said, well, that wouldn't help a cold. He goes, no. So I say to them, I can give you an antibiotic and you'll feel better in 7 days, or I cannot give you an antibiotic and you'll feel better in 7 days. Yeah. So do your doctors a favor and don't go in if you've just got a cold. Anyway, that was his point. Okay, let's get started. But thanks for asking, Diane. Appreciate it. We're not going to use those colors that are in the paper. We're going to use a sort of a more muted colors. So my base card is going to be Pool Party. I never thought, I guess I could have used the Summer Splash, but I really wanted it to be a very subtle colors, not so bright. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So I'm using Pool Party. That's our 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. You see, I just missed one live and I'm thrown completely off. I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, I'm also going to use some crumb cake. Now, this is not, you don't need a piece this big. I'm just going to be using a little piece of that. I've got a piece of basic white to stamp my images on, and I've got Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, and I've got, instead of using white or vanilla, I'm using the basic beige. Hi, Ellie. And then I've got a little bit of Calypso Coral in there. Okay. All right. So let me get started here. The first thing I want to do is I want to take a die from, if you haven't seen this die set, you need to go get it. Perennial Postage dies. They would be pretty if they were all laid out for you, but these are fantastic. They look like postage stamps, the little edges. And you get all sorts of different sizes of those. So if you haven't got that die set, go grab it. I'm going to cut it out. The largest. This is the largest of the dies. I'm going to cut it out of Calypso Coral. Oh, see, I've still got my sniffles, right? Oy. Try not to sniff. I'm going to have to use my regular size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It will not go through the mini because it's just a little bit too big. So I just got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss just off the side here. So here we go. Okay. And that's going to form my little focal point on my card base. Take that off and we'll save that. There we go. So we can go ahead and glue this on. Make sure I've got my card going the right way here. Hi, Leslie. Thanks for joining. Oh, hello, Carl. My daughter's on. Hi, Carly from snowy Toronto. Yeah, I was just asking Auntie Mo if she, you guys, if Auntie Ellie and Auntie Mo got any snow. Come on, let's start this. But I've seen it on the news, and I've been reading about it on it's called Flipboard. It's a virtual news source from different news sources, and I saw it was the lead story. Hamilton apparently calling it Snowmageddon. Oh dear. Okay, so that's just the form of our, that's just the basis of our, right? Yeah, the color condos are very different, aren't they? They're nice. I like them. All right. Let's set this aside. And let's do some stamping. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is my crab. Now this is the same colors I used the other day for my crab. You can go bright, of course, which is nice, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go sort of a neutral, sort of what a crab looks like when you pull it out of the water here in Vancouver. I love all the colors too, Kathy. I do too. So I've got crumb cake and pecan pie. Do I? I don't want pecan pie. No, I want early espresso. Sorry, guys. I want early espresso. So I'm going to go grab that. Now, these stamps are two-step stamps, meaning I could use this little crab by itself and I could take some ink and color it in or some blends. But it's actually meant that you could stamp this one in a lighter color and then you go over top with a darker color just to give the details. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So it's up to you whether you want to stamp the base first, like the bolder of the two. That goes in a lighter color, that goes in a darker color. So it depends which one you want to do first. Now, some stamps it's easier to do the base first and some it's not. So I'm going to do it both ways. We'll see how it works. So that's my base in the crumb cake. Ooh, and then for the details, I'm going to go in with my dark. So I'm just going to, of course, I have to actually lean over this. So that's where it gets a little bit tricky when you're doing a live because you normally would be stamping where you could see and my camera's kind of at my head. So there we go. So that's pretty good. You can do it the other way where you can stamp the outline first and then go in with the body. And so stamps are, sometimes it's easier to do one over the other. But I think this one, either one is good. Yeah, either one works. Okay. So once we've done that, I thought, that's why I have the pecan here. I thought it would be nice to just add a little bit more detail. So I'm going to grab my water painter and I'm going to use the pecan. I'm just going to grab a little bit of this pecan from the lid here. And I'm just going to add a little bit. My daughter's watching me today, and she's an artist. So good thing, Carly, I'm not doing too much coloring. She's always so encouraging. Oh, Mom, no, that looks good. That looks good. But then I say to her when she visits me, can you show me how to color this? And it's like amazing with our blends. But she says our blends are really good quality. So that's good from an artist. That's a good endorsement from an artist. Okay, so this one's going to be cut out with the coordinating die. And you know me, you guys. I have to use my repositionable tape just so when I'm cutting this out, it doesn't move on my platform and mess it up. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that in place. And I'm also going to give that a little, I only need this much, so I'm going to cut that out for another project. So we've got that, so we're going to cut that one out. Then we're also going to cut out some other little images. From this piece here, I want to cut out this, oh, this is so fabulous. This is the this die that gives like the coral. So I'm going to do that. So I'll just hold that in place too. I've got some tape over here on the side of my desk because you can reuse this tape over and over. It's just repositionable tape. Just going to turn that off. This way I can fit more on my platform, right? And actually my friend Leanne is on this call. She is also a fabulous blends colorer. She says it just takes practice. I don't know. They seem to be a little more skilled than me. Then I've got these kind of, it's almost like sea kelp maybe. Carly can help me. She's also knows everything about the ocean and the animals that live in it. Okay, and then I think, oh, there's these little starfish. And those I thought I would cut out of Early Espresso, but I had a little square, but I've obviously lost my little square. So I'm going to just on my desk somewhere. So like I said, I wasn't on my live on Wednesday because I was too sick. And it's thrown me off. I'm like, what am I doing? Okay, because this was the card I had created to show you then. Okay, so we've got all those, okay, all those bits. So we can fit all of those on our platform. So remember when we're cutting dies, we've got our platform 1, we've got our little piece here, number 2, and then we've got a clear plate such that it is. And we can fit all these on here at the same time. There we go. Oh, I guess I need new tape. You can use it over and over again until you can't. That should be okay though for purposes of today. And then you've got another clear plate going on top. Okay, so we're going to cut all those out at the same time. Oh, just over here cranking away here, you guys. There we go. Whoops. And okay, there's our little crab. If you find, like I've been finding lately, that sometimes what I've cut is sticking, it's because see all these cuts in it? They tend to stick in it. So sometimes I think it's time to change the plate. Okay. If this sticks, just kind of, you've got these little holes in the die, and if you use your take a pick and press, it starts to release it, and then you should be good to go. I'm going to pull this off. Careful, careful, Allison, careful. There we go. Careful, yep. Don't pull too hard or you might rip your coral. There we go. And then I'm actually going to cut one more coral up. I'm not, oh, I'll show you, Kathy, just a second. I use this Scotch removable tape. It's got 36 yards. I mean, it's a lot of tape. It takes me about 3 years to go through this. I'm going to cut that out. You can use a Post-it note. There's other things on the market, like there's Post-it tape. I had a lovely customer send me a roll of it, and I did use it. It was fabulous. Kathy Smullen sent it to me, which I appreciated. I just find this one less expensive, and it works for me. So I'm just going to do the same thing, you guys. We're going to take our take a pick and poke out those, or poke through those holes and release. So it just starts to release it from the die. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one, but I thought maybe I needed a little more color. And this is quite a neutral color. It's not like I'm adding any big punch to it. And of course, this card would look lovely if you wanted to use the colors from the designer series paper, right? All right, I think that's all we've got. We've got our crab and these guys here, right? So we're just going to build this up. And then the last thing I want to do is they've got this die that looks like, I don't know, a little wave or whatever. I'm going to pretend this is the sand on the bottom of the ocean. And I just want a little strip of that. So lots of snow in a Soyuz, Carol. Really? Wow. It's so beautiful in the Soyuz, though. Beautiful in the summer. Wine country. Okay. I'll just peel that off. All right. And And there we've got our sand. So now we're just going to build a little under the ocean scene. Okay. So remember I said I wasn't going to use vanilla or white. This is beige. It's called basic beige. So we've got these little bubbles, which are cute. And I'm going to use Pretty Peacock. And I'm just going to add some little bubbles. And then we've got Lost Lagoon. And we'll add a few more. Okay. There we go. Now let's start building this. I've got my coral. And then I've got these is it sea kelp, Carly? Looks like sea kelp to me. I've got those. And I'm trying to decide if I need any other colors. So here's the Calypso. But I think we're getting a little bit too busy. But maybe what I could do is just cut this apart. And add a little bit in the middle. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so let's glue this down. Okay. Okay. Whoop. I guess you could spread those out. I never saw that you could spread those out. I didn't notice that before, that you could actually spread these out and show more. Oh well, too late now. It's glued down. But next time, next time I will spread them out. Okay, so I'm just using my white glue. You know how I love my white glue, you guys. Okay. All right, now I'm going to add my Lost Lagoon. I know people don't necessarily like the white glue, but lots of us do. My friend Leanne and I are white glue crazy people. We love our glue. It's just learning how to, see, I'm just sort of gently squeezing and then kind of dragging it along. You could also do it by adding little dots. That works too. But use whatever glue you like. I just find that for me, I prefer this glue. So I'm just creating this nice little scene of places for my little crab to hide. Okay, then I've got my sand. So I'm just going to run a little stream of white glue right along the bottom here. And I'm going to stick this on, and then I can trim the edges. Or the edge, I guess. It's a little bit too long, and that's good, because that gives me opportunity just to trim it off. So just do that, then we're good. All right, now I've got these little whatever, starfish, I guess they are. And I find it's easier. Like, you could pick it up and put a little drop of glue on, that works. But what I've been doing is just putting my glue where I want it, and I find that's a little bit easier for me. Okay. And then I think maybe one more over here. Okay. Oop. Oop. Wrong way, Allison. There's a right side and a wrong side. So there's our right side. Okay. Then I'm going to grab some linen thread. You love the Tombow white glue too, Carol? Yeah, I like it too. My friend Ange hates it. She gets it all over her fingers. She says she's like a kindergartner. But she's expert at the stamp and seal, and I am not. So, oh, the poor little starfish is trying to go swimming. No, 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 you come back. You come back. Stay there. So what I'm going to do, see, I've just dragged my nail along here. I want to just take that curl out of it. And what I want to do is I want to create a bow on this side. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of a tail here. And then I'm going to wrap this around. I want to go twice around, almost 3 times, I guess, but twice. And then I'm going to tie my bow. Okay. And I tend to leave my ribbon or thread or whatever I'm using right on the spool until I've tied my bow, and then I trim it. And that way I tend to waste less. Okay, so that's our little scene. And then we're going to glue this piece on to that Calypso Coral postage die that we did earlier. Okay, I'm going to glue that down. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to actually fold this like this and give it a rub. And that way I'm really kind of gluing that on. Flatten that out. Okay. And then we've got our crab. Let's pop up our crab with our dimensionals. Oop. Now you could put it on his little crab legs here. Maybe I should. His claws. Crab legs. Oh my goodness. Not spoken like a West Coast person. His claws. Okay. Oop. I haven't cooked up some crab in a while. It's getting rather expensive here to get a crab. Used to be like $8 or $9 a crab. Then my husband used to catch the crabs, but he hasn't had much luck for the last couple of years. I guess the commercial crabbers are getting them. Anyway, now if you want a crab, it's about $40 for a 2-pound, but that feeds both of us. So I guess cheaper than going to a restaurant and getting it, right? And they're so easy to cook at home, so why not do it, right? Okay, now I'm going to add some embellishments. I've got antique pearls here, and I've got our Stampin' Blends. I've got Calypso Coral, Pecan Pie, and Pretty Peacock, and these are all the darks. And I'm going to color my pearls. So I'm using the brush end, and I'm being very gentle with my poor little brush ends. Okay, I'm not pressing too hard. I wonder, I guess I could use the bullet end. Why not? Well, maybe that's better. I don't know. I find the brush a little bit easier. So you just have to give it it doesn't take long to dry. There's medium, there's different sizes here. So this is the Calypso. And I love the way the pearl comes through with the color. It kind of looks like, something from the ocean, pearls from the ocean. And then we've got our peacock. Okay. And then we'll just add those. I'm going to lift that up with these are self-adhesive. Do you remember when we didn't have self-adhesive? How did we ever do it? We had to put a glue dot down, and now these are all self-adhesive. Yay, easy. Okay. So there we go. So hopefully you can see that we've got those. It's got that pearl effect, but they're colored. Hi, Sonia. Thank you. I'm sorry if you guys normally join me over on my Border Buddy Hangout group. It is not working. The streaming is not working over there. I think I'm just going to stop trying over there. So if that's where you usually watch me, thanks, Carly. It's a little crab you love. You love the ocean. Okay, so that's my card for today. Now here's the one I did yesterday. And I'm thinking I do like the addition of the Calypso Coral. What do you guys think? I don't know. I like both. So I'm not sure. All right. So do you remember our previous lives? I'm sure. Did I do this one on a live? It's been so long. Did I do this, or I was thinking of doing it? So this is basic white. So we've got the same idea here. You can see, but we've got a different background. I've got the Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. And this one I've just switched up. I kind of like the pool party with the Calypso Coral. I'm kind of liking that. Right? And then So that's today's. And then here's some other ones. I made this one with you guys live. This is the diorama. And this is using the colors from the designer series paper, right? Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Nice to see you. So this one was the brighter colors. That's from the DSP. So these are cut out from the designer series paper. See the little lobster back there? And we got the little diorama. Of course, this folds flat to mail, which is awesome. And then, oh, we made this one together. Again, I went off script and used those different colors than the DSP. And then we had this one. That's the inside, right? So I love that. And then lastly, here's another bright one. So bright and pretty. I got this one in a swap. I love this. I think this is the glimmer paper. Ooh, I didn't even notice that. I thought maybe she'd taken Wink Estella, but no, this is the actual glimmer paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Can you see that? Love. Okay, so this is a really versatile set. So you see you can go bright or you can go more neutral, and they're all nice. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much. Hi, Jacqueline. Yeah, I love the diorama too. Love it. Okay, so that's our today's card. And I'm just going to grab my screen. I'm going to bring it back to where I can actually come back on and see you guys. Oop, I don't know why I like myself on this side. There we are. Thank you guys for your nice feedback. I appreciate that. I love all the cards too. I love all the bright cards and the neutral cards. Oh, okay. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can kind of get those in your screenshot. All right. Anything else? I think I saw you're doing this class with us, Sonia. Oh, how awesome! Oh, I'll see you there. Okay, so yeah, I was talking about the class. I see somebody has just joined the class. I got a notification. I don't know who it is. Oh, Jacqueline's joined us. Yay, Jacqueline. You like them both, but the Calypso Coral really adds the color. It does, doesn't it? Let me just grab that again. There's our two. That was my test card, and that's my today card. So all we changed on it was we added that Calypso Coral. And I think you're right. It does kind of make it more 2D, I guess, right? Anybody else? You just found me out. I'm sorry, Jacqueline. You were probably trying to find me on the Border Buddy group. I'm going to stop broadcasting there. It's just not working. I don't know what it is. I think I answered everyone else's questions. Did I say hi to everybody? Yes. Okay. Yes, watch the replay. Yeah. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for coming today. And I will see you hopefully on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I have an appointment. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back in time, but I'll let you know in plenty of time if that's not the case, and I'll just go on later. All right. Have a great rest of the day. Now, if you are suffering with that snow or sitting inside and enjoying the snow, then just take care. Take care. And hopefully you don't have to shovel. And if you do, please take care while you're doing that. Thanks, Diane. Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks so much. All right, you guys. Well, I guess that's it for us today. Make sure you check out my class on March 22nd. 8 cards. It's going to be a lot of fun. And you can join from anywhere. You don't have to live in Canada. You can join from anywhere. So if that's what you're worried about, you can join us and stamp along with us. We actually do it on Facebook. So we actually do it so that you can see us. And we craft together. All right, you guys. Have a great rest of the day. Bye for now. Happy